The NHL playoffs have marched on. Rash of upsets in the first round, stunners to begin the second round. The teams that don't make the playoffs make coaching changes. The Ducks are looking for a new head coach. Look who's available. This is really interesting. And it leads to the philosophical question. They have so many young players, stockpiled so many draft picks. They're going to be in the NHL lottery and could get the number one pick. The goal-scoring star Cam Bedard out of Regina, Saskatchewan, a week from now. What do they need as a head coach? Do they need a taskmaster? Do they need a veteran head coach? Track record and wins and Stanley Cups, hugely important. I asked the question, do you think Darryl Sutter, who has done a historically great job, whether it was Calgary, Chicago, LA Kings, Stanley Cups, tough guy, old school guy. Do you want that as a leader for all the young players the Ducks have stockpiled and are force feeding? The other veteran, Joel Quenneville, 929 career wins. Blackhawks, St. Louis Blues for the most part, not as demanding and as caustic and as tough as Darryl Sutter's presentation is, but Joel Quenneville has been a great coach. So the burning question is, do you go get a young guy who's going up? You get guys who are set in their ways. They do have a track record, but eventually always get fired. What do you think the Ducks should do?
This is so complicated. I mean, any sport, when they debate, do you bring in a player's coach or do you bring in a disciplinarian? I just think with the Ducks, if you've got a lot of young players coming up, you need an experienced coach, a guy who's been through the league, been through the playoffs, and can really lend that kind of guidance and mentorship.
I like both those guys. I just don't know if you can have that approach to players who are 20 and 21 and drive them and drive them and drive them. Mm-hmm. It's fascinating to see what they're going to do. But right now, everything is laid out there in front of them. They have a nice group of high first and second round draft picks, and they got more kids in the pipeline who are coming, and they're going to get either pick 1 or pick 2 in the draft. So it's going to be interesting to see, but what kind of guy do you want to pick up the flag, teach them, lead them, demand from them, and follow me through the wall? Mm-hmm. That's going to be an interesting story. Hey, we got